Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a pretty small week this week. They're going easy on you to start the new year, but as always, there's lots of great things to talk about. Going to start with the Marvel guys this week because there's lots of Avengers news. This is Avengers number 3, written by Mark Waid. Always awesome covers by Alex Ross. Everybody knows I'm a big Avengers fan. This is the core book these days. Cool Kang story going on. You can read more about it in our newsletter. Grab the first 2 issues of this series, catch up to number 3. They're off to a really good start. Good fun there. Other Avengers news, US Avengers number 1. Because it's always fun to have a new A-Team book coming along with Occupy Avengers and a couple other things they're rolling out, like Unstoppable Wasp number 1. Again, everybody knows I'm a big fan of all the old school Avengers stuff, and as she's related to Hank Pym, that makes her very cool. You can also read more about this one in our newsletter. Fun new issue. Sam Wilson, Captain America. Because, again, everybody knows I'm a big Cap fan. This book's been a lot of fun. Of course, Steve Rogers is a lot of fun. That book's been setting the world on fire. If you haven't been following Sam Wilson, catch up, because this book's really cool. Hawkeye number 2. Book everybody's been waiting for. There's a bit of a hiatus between the last series and this one, but now they seem to be rolling out right on time. Still got a couple copies of number 1 if you missed out. Scarlet Witch rounds out my Avengers related books. This is another book that's a big favorite of mine. Probably flying under your radar a little bit, but it's been really solid, really interesting stuff. So grab the Black Cat pack or the first trade paperback and then catch up to the latest issue. She's a great character. One of my favorites for a long time. Champions, or the Young Avengers as I like to call them. This book's also been red hot. Still got the first couple issues in stock if you get here fast. One's also a lot of fun. Old Man Logan is about your only X-related book this week. This one's also been huge as everybody gears up toward the movie. Moon Knight starts a new story arc this week, so if you haven't been following this one, again, you can grab the Black Cat packs or trade paperbacks for the other couple arcs, or just jump into this week's new issue. Always fun with Moon Knight. Spider-Man 2099 is your Spider book of the week. Nova number 2, much like Hawkeye, this one exploded right out of the gate. Got the original Nova back, teaming up with his kids, so that's cool. Still got the first issue in stock. That's number 2. It's your outer space fun book of the week. Deadpool Too Soon teaming up with the Punisher, and Deadpool the Duck picks up where Howard the Duck left off, because everybody needs a duck book on their list. And Slapstick, equally crazy along with Deadpool the Duck. And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is your prequel comic to the upcoming huge movie. Everybody's already going crazy for the trailer for this. So if you're a Guardians of the Galaxy fan, don't miss out on that one. Good week for the DC guys. Let's talk a lot of Justice League. Like this guy, Max Lord. If you don't know who Max Lord is, boy, you have a lot of homework to do. Justice League Suicide Squad number 3. This book's rolling out each and every week. We've still got the previous 2 issues if you've been out celebrating New Year's and missed the last couple. This book is really good. It's the first big event of the Rebirth universe, so catch up to that. And other Justice League news, The Atom gets a Rebirth title. Super cool. And Captain Atom, because you can't have enough Atom books in the DCU. This one's just a mini. It's not an ongoing Rebirth titles like the others, but Captain Atom's always been very cool. So if you don't know who the character is, you might want to check this out. If you are a fan, of course, you want to check that out. Classic stuff there. Batman, the biggest book DC has. Kind of goes without saying. This one's already on your list, but I like to show you the cool covers anyway. Nightwing and Harley round out your Bat-related stuff for the week. Cool Joker cover there. Superman starts a new story arc. If you're one of the 3 people that aren't reading super books right now, this is your chance to jump in. Everybody's reading Superman and action, gearing up towards Super Sons. This one's got Red Sun Superman in it, so that's cool. Green Arrow, especially cool Neil Adams covers, and Green Lanterns The 2 green books always roll out in the same week. That's always fun. This Green Lanterns book has also been really huge. So again, if you're one of the 3 people not following this one, you might want to jump in and see what all the hubbub's about. Definitely one of the bigger sellers of this Rebirth relaunch stuff. Aquaman, an especially cool cover there. And Cyborg rounds out your DCU proper books. But as always with DC, there's plenty of other things to talk about, like DC Comics Bombshells. This book is also super popular. Again, if you're not following this, you might want to jump in, because it's really cool, very different, kind of set in its own universe, of course, but the book's been a lot of fun. Speaking of other universes, like Injustice, Ground Zero, issue 3. I hope you have the other 2, because I'm pretty sure they're totally sold out here and at DC. Flintstones is your Hanna-Barbera reboot book of the week. Been encouraging you guys to check this one out, and Future Quest and Wacky Raceland and all the good stuff that they're rolling out with this Hanna-Barbera stuff. Shade the Changing Girl is your Young Animal book, and Unfollow is your Vertigo book of the week. As I say, DC has all kinds of more stuff going on than just their superhero books. So if you're not necessarily a super fan, go to DCComics.com and check out all the other cool stuff that they do. Not a huge week for all the other guys, but again, lots of great things to talk about. You know, there's always a Mike Mignola book I like to plug. This is Rise of the Black Flame, a little history of the BPRD kind of thing. Very cool, creepy cover there. Huge week for the Image guys. Ever heard of a book called Walking Dead? I hope you're in line at your comic shop right now, because this is the conclusion of the latest story arc, and anytime they wrap up something, it's a lot like the show. Everybody comes out of the woodwork to look at the last page, so make sure you grab that. Some of the biggest books Image has, like Walking Dead, like Saga. You thought it was coming last week, but there was some kind of misprint problem, so they got that all worked out, and here's your new issue of Saga. The Wicked and the Divine, another book everybody's been waiting for, another one of the biggest books Image has. Black Science, my favorite Image book these days. Huge fan of this pulpy sci-fi stuff. Can't say enough about this one. If you're a Fantastic Four fan like me, yes, I know there aren't many of us, but we're out there. Pick up Black Science, because it's really cool, and it's what you've been missing since they canceled the FF. And Cyberforce Artifacts from Top Cow. You didn't know Top Cow was still around, did you? That's your other big Image book of the week. Everybody remembers Cyberforce from back in the day. Box Office Poison is my IDW book of the week. If you don't know what Box Office Poison is, if you don't know what Fantagraphics is, if you don't know what IDW is, then hop on that thing called Google and do yourself a favor and learn about Box Office Poison. Again, if you're not necessarily a super fan, this might be the book for you. Clever, funny, introspective, all those things that independent comics are. Good stuff. Big Trouble in Little China versus Escape from New York is my Boom Studios book of the week. It's all in the title. How much more do you need? And Faith is my Valiant book of the week, because, well, she's the hero for everybody. Good stuff there. And a great week for the all ages books, like Adventure Time or Gem and the Holograms. You know you love Gem and the Holograms. Or Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Some classic Scooby. You know, there's this one for all you classic Scooby people. There's Scooby-Doo Team Up for all you DC Comics fans. There's Scooby Apocalypse for all you Walking Dead fans. Great stuff. Everybody loves Scooby. And Mickey Mouse rounds out your all ages stuff. Been saying how awesome it is to see the Disney books back in comics, and there's no one cooler than the mouse. So do yourself a favor, pick up an issue of Mickey Mouse. What the heck? Last but not least, I want to talk about these guys. These are Little Golden books. You remember Little Golden books? You loved Little Golden books. Well, they still make them, and they're as awesome as ever. This week we got Doctor Strange, we got Guardians of the Galaxy, we got Star Wars. How cool is that? Little Golden books are just as awesome as you remember. There's some others on the back for you to check out other things. So if you got a little reader at home, pick up some of the cool new Little Golden books. If you still have your stash from back in the day, well, then add some new ones to your classic Little Golden book stash from when you were a kid. Fun stuff. Lots and lots of great books this week, so make sure you check those shipping lists, get down to your shop, pick up something super awesome. That's all we got for you for this week. You can check us out on Facebook. You can check us out at blackcatcomics.biz. Check out our cool YouTube channel. Check out our podcast at soundcloud.com, or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.